Hey y'all, welcome back to Henny Tea with Dira. Always thank you to WEG Studios and to Marcus, my EP, for also having me look good and having to sound right and all them things. Today we have a very special guest, a friend of mine, a beautiful woman, a fashionable woman, okay? DC native, Miss Kaniyah. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, I'm Miss Kaniyah, period.
And she's happy to be here, as she has to be. Okay,
Period.
so we're gonna take a shot to start this off. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Casamigos Reposado show. Kaniyah made me go and buy vodka, and I was just like, okay, we can do that. You know. Anybody else? Don't come on here telling me what you prefer to drink. I don't care.
I just told her it's less calories. Like, listen, I don't have time.
Your body always looks good. I really don't know what that's about.
Because I be in the gym working on my figure. That's what I got to drink.
You be in the gym and in people's way.
Period.
Okay, so I'm going to take it back. Tell me about younger Kaniyah and how it was living in DC and being from DC and things like that. Because I've seen you through a couple of stages. You know, everybody else might not have, but I've seen her through a couple of stages. We went from having locks, y'all. We went through a couple of things. But you've always been, I would say, a very outspoken person. So how was it back then? Friendship Collegiate, everything.
I feel like my younger days were kind of like I don't know, and I don't know if this is the same for a lot of people, but I feel like my younger days really was my discovery days. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I was finding who I was then and who I wanted to be. So I was going through so many different stages because I was trying to get to a certain point. But obviously I was living in, like, you know, poverty and all that stuff like that. So I had, like, you know, different, like, situations, but the main thing for me is that, like, I wanted to be that girl. I always been in fashion. Like, I was always been into music. I didn't know what it would look like to kind of get to a place where I'm comfortable and I'm doing these things and I feel good about myself. I feel good about what I got on. I feel good about how I look because I was in such a bad situation, like, in my home life as a child, that that's just all I wanted. I just wanted out of it. So, yeah, I just would say my beginning days was really just discovery and just trying to figure out how to get there. Like, I was ahead of... Can I curse on here?
Yes.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Because they used to be trying to bully me in high school. And that's because I was ahead of them hoes. That's all I'm going to say.
No, that's right. So what would you yourself now, what would you tell that girl back then?
You was right.
Very ahead of them hoes.
You was right.
Okay. Love that. So you said that you knew you were into music, you were into fashion, but how did you decide that you wanted to start rapping?
Okay, so what a lot of people don't know is that I actually had a MySpace music page. Yeah, like a long time ago, I had like 3 songs and I was kind of into it then, but then that stage I was kind of like in a tomboy era. So it was a different style of rap. It was a different style of clothing or whatever. And I think like, I always tell everybody this story. It was around the time that Cardi B had just dropped Bodak Yellow and I was in Rose Bar. And I've kind of always been like, you know, like you're from this area. So, you know, like before the internet, it was always popular people.
Yeah.
And even like you would be outside, they'd be like, oh, you such and such, you such and such. And I kind of like always had that type of
repertoire.
Yeah. And I just had an epiphany one day. Bodak Yellow was playing in Rose Bar. And this girl, she just was like, oh my God, I love you. I love how you dress, da 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 da. And I just was like, I gotta give these people something to attach myself to other than just like knowing how to dress or like being cute. Like, what is something that I can sell for just being a likable person, you know? So I think it just was like a full circle moment, like just coming full circle, getting into music again.
Okay. I think that the first thing you released, like as a rapper, as an adult, was Put Some Flavor in Your Ear. And I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm right. Yeah. I'm a fan. But what brought that on and like saying, all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get these girls together. We're going to stand out in front of the monument and it's going to be bomb, because that was a very bomb, your first viral music moment.
Yeah. Well, I will say as far as the song choice, when I first came out, I was like super like wanted to be like an MC, super like wanted to be like hip hop down, you know? And I was just like really into like that New York nostalgia of music. So that was really like where the song choice came from. But I don't know, ironically, I just shot the music video on 4th of July. And then I went downtown to the monument, and then like, I don't know, it just happened like that. And then all of like the fireworks was in the background, and it didn't become a big thing until like it went viral and people were like actually talking about the fireworks and like the location. And it just was to me like, okay, the monument is like one of the most important parts in DC. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really that many nice parts to us coming from like the hood. So it was like my first instinct to go. But then I didn't know they were gonna be like shooting fireworks and all of that. So it was dope. And then I didn't know like nothing was going to happen. I literally haven't been on Twitter in like, at this time, I haven't been on Twitter, literally no cap, in like 7 years. And I literally posted the video on Twitter and never got on again. And then I like, you know, the icon, it just showed like all these numbers. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I opened it and it was going crazy.
It was going crazy. It really
I was like, oh my God. So that was like the start. And after that, I knew. I was like,
I can do this, period. I know, that's right. So I won't go into everything, but what can you say like has been a challenge while making music, like getting into your niche and your exact sound and stuff like that, which I've been in the studio with you and I've seen you like work and you go through so many different things, and I don't know, you're very knowledgeable about music, but I can tell that has had time to grow. So what can you say is the most challenging thing that you've gone through while making music?
I want to say staying consistent, probably. I think that's the most important thing, because you kind of like get in and out so much. And like, honestly, music is so, to me, I always tell people like, it's such an impossible dream. You know, it's like, it's so like heart aching all the time. And it's hard to stay consistent when you feel like, okay, am I delusional? Or is this gonna work? Because this is like a 1 in a million thing, like, you know? So I think just staying consistent through like all of like the ups and downs and feeling like, okay, I don't even know if this is going to work, you know? So yeah, everything else is just like ingredients. Consistent and like hard work is like the hardest.
Okay, so you're from DC, and then she up and moved to California, y'all. She was like, yeah, I'm moving to California. And I was like, okay, but like, why are you doing that? So tell me why you moved to California, and how has it been since you moved there?
Well, I just decided that I needed a new vibe. Like, I'm taking music seriously. I need to be able to be in environments that is catered to that and kind of can give me a peek into what it is that I say that I want. Because sometimes you say you want something and then you get it and you're like, oh no, this is, you know, some things aren't for everybody. And I feel like going to Hollywood was kind of like one of the best choices I made, honestly. But you know, I needed to get out of the DMV. You know, the DMV, as far as music, it's not really like scene where you can grow. And I'm not saying that it won't change, because I feel like I'm going to be the one to help it change. But I feel like currently and before I moved, it's not like a situation where you can grow as an artist. So I needed to get to a place where I know that my art can be appreciated. And then on top of that, my art can be better. You know, better quality, better scenery, better resources, better everything, you know? And then I want to say, like, since I moved there, I've learned so much. I learned a lot. It's been good and bad, but I think the experiences that I've gained has helped me a lot with what I want for myself. You know, and then even doing like all of the glitz and glam stuff, like going to the Grammys, going to the BET
My girl
Awards,
goes everywhere.
You know, like the parties and all that stuff. That stuff is cute, but then in those same settings, you realize, for me, I realized, okay, these type of people, which are the people that we look to, we don't know them personally. You get around them and you be like, oh, child, please. Girl, please. And everything, it's like all of those, I want to say, like, I don't know what we call it. It don't be like smoke and mirrors no more. It be like, oh, this is what it is. Oh. Okay.
It looked so much more on Instagram.
Yes, it's but it does, when you get in that space, it seems more attainable. Honestly, when you're around those people, you be like, oh, okay.
Well, if they can do that,
yeah,
then I can.
Because it'd be very regular. So.
Okay. So, have you had any challenges with withstanding relationships here since you've moved so far?
Like with friends
With
or like
friends, family, everything. Like, is there a difference in your relationships when you're like following your dream? And I don't mean romantic. I mean like people who are your friends and family and associates and stuff like that.
I would say I'm on I feel like I've been on like a healing journey, and I feel like I've been on it for a while. So I feel like I kind of weeded out so many people.
She didn't used to like me. Let me interrupt her. She didn't used to like me. I don't know why. I didn't know this girl. I didn't know this girl from nowhere.
She was crazy. Listen, the girl was crazy, but go ahead.
The girl is still crazy, but
boots.
I was just saying that to say that, like, because knowing you through your healing, which I'm gonna let you finish, through knowing you through your healing journey, I just know that you're like a super sweet person, like in retrospect. But you can be very mean.
I think it's the Sagittarius in me. I think people say it's mean, but I'm just very assertive and I'm very serious. I'm really not I want to be sometimes I want to be a fun, go-lucky, bubbly person, but that's just not my personality. I'm just a very serious person. I take shit serious. Because I had to, though, I feel like
when you grow up so fast.
When you grow up so fast and you go through so much shit, I don't got time to be playing games with y'all little girls. I'm not on it. I got shit to do. I got places to go, and this ain't that.
So while on your healing journey, you feel like it's easier to accept differences in your relationships now than then and stuff like that?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm getting to know myself. I feel like I'm getting to know what I want out of life, whether it's with a friend, whether it's within relationships or whatever. I feel like also I'm starting to quadruple my value and how I see myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like one of the biggest things that I feel like I taught myself, that any situation that you're in, whether it's with a friend or whether it's with a guy, it should feel good. And I feel like a lot of people
That's
so simple. That's so simple. If I'm talking to you, as a guy, if I'm talking to you, this situation should feel good to me. That don't mean we gotta be in a relationship or anything, but it should feel good. It's nothing wrong with having some type of happiness. And that's the same with friends, that's the same with family, that's the same with everything. So me moving to, LA, I kind of already exhausted most of my relationships. I outgrew them. So I don't really have many connections with people anymore from here, but I mean, if you know, you know. No, I'm just saying, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm also one of them people where if we were ever cool, you can always call me, you can always reach out to me if you ever need anything. But I'm not just emotionally attached and putting myself through emotional trauma anymore.
I think that's one of my things I admire about you. You move. When they say we're not trees, we move, you move. And I really admire that about you. Yeah. So tell me about fashion. She also has a styling page. I don't want to say it wrong, so tell them. Kaniyah
Kira.
Mm-hmm. Is that a play on curation?
It's French.
Oh. The girls know everything. The girl went to Italy for her birthday. Excuse me. But tell them more about your styling and where your fashion inspiration comes from and how you got into fashion and everything like that. Because you always dressed so differently from others. And I feel like you always have been somebody that people look up to for fashion and stuff like that. So tell me more about your fashion sense.
I love fashion. When I'm sad, when I'm depressed, if I'm going through something with a guy, I'm I need to go shopping. I'm going to feel better. For real. I just love clothes so much. It's how I express myself. It's how I make, it just makes me feel so good. I feel when I attain this dream, because I will, if I have that fashion, good friends in my coin, girl, that's all I need.
You're going to be so happy.
Yeah. I mean, of course, family, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I just like, it's like fashion. I feel so passionately about it because it just makes me feel so good. When I get the coin,
You beaming.
no, like when I get the real coin, listen, it's over. You know, I gotta do my little budgeting. But
I'm about to say you be budgeting.
I be budgeting, poo. But no, this Tito's has hit me. What was the question again?
You didn't even take the whole shot.
don't
I was
drink
about
like
to
that.
ask you, do you want a chaser?
I don't drink
we
like
have
that.
cranberry, we have Sprite. You can
my
have some of my
God.
Red Bull if you would like some.
I got a performance after this. I gotta get it together. Okay.
Put the shit down.
I don't be drinking
I
like
only
that.
took one. You know, in my mind, I was thinking this girl classy. She gonna want some champagne. Ain't no fucking champagne flutes.
That's too many calories. Too bubbly. Out, child. I gotta go perform this. I don't need no upset stomach.
You're right. Okay, so tell me about dating life. Is Miss Kaniyah single?
Child, I don't have a fucking dating life. Literally. I'm dating music.
You're the only person I know that be like, not dating, not doing anything. Don't want to talk to people.
I'm not, because I hate them. I'm sorry.
But if you didn't hate them, what would be your type?
That's a good question. Like,
I ask good questions.
probably like, I like mine like short a little bit. So like a 5'7", but like
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
Okay.
So I like him a little short, but I like him a little tiny bit built. Just a tiny bit. Nothing too crazy. Kind of giving like that football. You know, like the football players from high school. Like kind of that look. I like that as far as physique goes. And then just a person that like got some edge to them. Because I can't walk all over you because I'm so assertive. I'm so like aggressive. I need to like you need to make me feel a certain type of way, but also you still have to be sweet, and then you have to be giving, you have to be caring, you have to be into fashion. It's just so many things. Like
Such a
it's
list.
so many things. Like you have to be into fashion, but then you have to know how to treat me. I feel like you need to be able to read my mind. I'm tired. I'm tired of telling. I'm tired of talking. Like I feel like in all the situations, I'm talking so much because I feel like I'm always getting weak men. Like.
Read them.
I need them strong. I need them sure of themselves, confident in themselves.
But you're like that. So you kind of want to have somebody to bounce off of and mirror.
yeah, like somebody that's just like my equal, but also know when to like, all right, chill out, because you can't be
Can I
too
all
like
these stipulations?
You can't. I know. I ain't gonna never find a man child.
If you know how to be quiet, you're strong, you might look a little bit like a football player. You're giving, but you also look, it goes on and on and on. But,
And you
okay.
also willing to be celibate until we're in the committed relationship. Call me.
You're celibate? I love that for you. I could never.
I think it's empowering. I think it kind of helps weed out the weirdos and the people that just really, you don't need, people have so many like motives. It's just weird. Like people just act like they like you just to have sex, or act like they like you for whatever other reason to be around you.
That's
It's just
me.
so
I'm
many
people.
different things. Oh. So I don't be wanting no parts with these people. I don't. But if you fit this, if you see this and you fit this list, call me.
Niggas is gonna be at home in the mirror like, do I? But do I? I'm not that.
They gonna hit a celibate and run.
You know that.
Well,
Okie dokie. So, tell me about what you're wearing today. What you're wearing today.
okay. Well, we can't put the camera on her. But we actually are wearing my best friend's brand, NZRN. And, you know, it's a little situation.
It's giving.
Yeah. And it comes in multiple colors.
I'm about to
And
say gunmetal and silver.
I just want to go. Let me just give it to her real quick.
Period.
Because I love this dress. But no, I'm wearing my best friend's brand. Y'all can follow her at NZRN for it. And it comes in 2 different colors. It's so good. Can I stand up so they can get into it? Mm-hmm. Get it to the body, too. Ooh.
The body's always given. Period.
Ow. And then, of course, I got my little custom-made oversized coat. I'm going to bring this back in. And then, what's the name of these shoes again?
Roxy.
Oh, Rossi. She got them for me. Sorry. I don't know. But, you know, just doing a little thing. Just doing a little ting. Just giving a little chromatic vibe.
She's eating me up.
I'm tipsy, y'all. I
Pull
love
it
it,
back in just a little bit. Okay, so period. Get into the details. Make sure y'all shop. Shop NZRN. Yes. And also, what's your other page name? Bahar Tyson's. Y'all know when y'all know because the girl puts all the good stuff on Instagram. And your boyfriends can't afford it and that be the problem and all that. So, I want to hear a funny story since you've been to Hollywood. You be having funny stories. Tell the people a funny story since you've been in Hollywood.
Okay. Let me think of a good one.
She got a couple.
Girl, okay. It's so many fucking stories, but like this one is probably like a good, funny, crazy ass one. So one of like, obviously we're not gonna name drop, but like one of y'all favorite rappers, female rappers, whatever the case may be. Cool. So she has a best friend, and her best friend is a little messy, and the best friend is talking to actually another one of y'all favorite male rappers. Mm-hmm. And so we're outside of the club, and the male rapper, he tries to talk to me. And the security of the male rapper is like, oh, you know, come over, not come over, but like come closer to the car. I'm about to give you the address to where we're going because they were going to Diddy's party. Mm-hmm. So at that point, I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I'm out with my girls. Like, I want to have a good time. Like, it ain't really about the rappers and nothing like that. Like, that's just how LA is. If you want to have a good time, you're going to have a good time sometimes. Mm-hmm. And so, soon as he's, like, trying to, like, get my number to, like, text me the address to, you know, Diddy's house or whatever, the best friend of the female rapper comes out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, walk up on us, like, super aggressive. But I'm so, like, graceful and classy. I'm like, I didn't react at all. It's nothing for me to react. The rapper wanted to say something to me. So it's not like I'm in a situation where I look dumb, you know? So she's coming out, she's like super like irate or whatever the case may be. So I just chill. I don't force the situation. So we didn't get the address at this point. Then she walks up to the rapper's car because so I'm here, the security's here, the rapper is here, but he's in a Lamborghini, so you know, it's super low. Mm-hmm. So we're all like on the curb. So when she walks up to the rapper's car and he rolls the window up on her. So I'm like, okay, work. So now I'm like, I mean, he kind of chose a side. At this point. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? Because if he would have chose your side, then I would have been respectful. I would have been a woman's woman. I would have walked away. But he chose his side. So after that, you know, the security gave us the address. And then we go to the party. We get to the party. We're having an amazing time. One of y'all favorite is like, I'm here, he's here. I'm here, he's here.
The niggas is on my body.
Ciao. And Jada with a voice, okay?
Yes.
And come to find out, the girl rapper's best friend, she talks to him as well. And I'm just like, listen, I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. I don't want none of these people at all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just new, I'm fresh. You know, it's just giving what it's supposed to give. But I don't want, you know, no static. Long story short, everything gets heated. They're mad because, again, I'm with my girls and they're bad bitches. Mm-hmm. They probably like, who the hell are these girls? These are bad bitches, period. So it ended up being a thing where the female rapper, she took her shoes off, she changed her dress, she got on sneakers, t-shirts, shorts, and she's literally trying to like fight us. They're like talking about us right in front of us. But we're at a party with so many different types of people that it's like,
yeah.
I have things to do, places to go. I'm not about to literally get into a scuffle with you over guys that don't belong to none of us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you're mad. Why are you so mad? And then your female rapper friend that's like super mainstream, you're putting her in a situation that like doesn't even make sense to her.
Yeah.
But she's the one that's reacting the most. And so, of course, I'm still like aggressive. So I'm just like, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. because they like saying all these things out loud. You know how girls do. They not like, they're right next to us and there's not really that much music playing, so they're saying things like, yeah, because if you just want to fight, da 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 da, stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, like I said, it is what it is. Continues to sip drink. If y'all want to do something, that's just that. But I'm still trying to keep my cool because I don't have no static with y'all. Why y'all so mad? These rappers are for everybody. And so that just was that. They didn't want to fight. Their security walked up to us and was like, oh, y'all must be the gangsters, huh? So at that point, I knew the type of people we were dealing with. Suckers. Period. And so after that, we continued to have a good time, turn up, and then the party was over. We walked out. They kind of like walked out after us, but nothing happened. But that happens in LA all the time with these girls. And I just be feeling so like confused. Like I feel like with your platform, you should kind of like move with a little bit more grace. You should be more confident in yourself. You should be more like, I don't know, like you should have entitlement, but in a good way. Like I wouldn't even deal with stuff like that if I was in your position. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing happened. Y'all just mad. That's weird.
You could teach the girls something, honey.
I can't
in
wait,
Hollywood,
y'all. I can't wait.
Etc.
I can't wait.
It just don't be worth it. Okay, so let me switch gears to something less, So Kaniyah just uploaded, well, it wasn't just, I may have been 2 weeks ago. I want to say it was around my birthday. Kaniyah uploaded a freestyle over Michael Jackson's, I want to say, you had to tell me which song it's over.
Billie Jean.
I'm about to say Billie Jean. Okay. The people knew what sample it was because they were just so obsessed with telling her it was a Michael Jackson song. She knew that before she did it. But you did it and it went viral and it got posted by several blogs and stuff like that. So how are you feeling about that? And what was your decision to like do that?
You know, the craziest thing is I'm such like a low-key creative and I don't give myself enough credit because I just be doing stuff. Even like with the flavor in your ear, like all these different things, I just be doing it. And then sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I just was like, I want to do a freestyle, but I don't want to do like a freestyle to like what's popular or what's on Billboard and stuff because that stuff don't work. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing about being in the game. You have to understand how to be authentic and make things work for you. And so I just was like, you know, I'm gonna do a freestyle, but I want to do something different. I want to do Michael Jackson because I know how the girls like to tussle.
Ooh, yes.
So I'm like, and that's the thing. They be in the comments thinking I feel some type of way. I know what I'm doing, honey. Trust me, I'm the marketing girl.
They're like, the Michael Jackson estate is going to do that. I'm like,
they like going off. So I
they
chose
ain't say
Billie
nothing
Jean.
to Oprah, but okay, keep going.
I chose Billie Jean or whatever, and I don't know. I had a really fun time shooting it. Like it was really good.
Nice.
I had fun doing it, and then just like when all of the stuff happened, it just was like, okay, like I was excited, but it was just like a lot.
But when blogs were posting you, I feel like they were giving you your props. Like it wasn't exactly, oh, no, she didn't. It was more like, look at what this girl did. And I feel like you listening to your creative mind and stuff like that really, that popped. It was great.
Yeah.
If you're ever looking for it, it's on her Instagram. It's on, I want to say it's on site. It's on a couple of places.
It's on. Well, let me name drop.
Yes,
It's on site. It's on the Neighborhood Talk. My fave, and I hope you see this. It's on Funk Flex.
Period.
It's on Revolt TV. It's on Talk to Pops. It's on Records. It's on. I feel like I'm missing one more. Our Generation Music, I think. And I think that's it. Any other, like, that's like the big ones. Any other one is just like, you know, other up and coming, like emerging blogs and stuff like that. But those are like the big ones.
It was great. It 100% great. The mannerisms, the dances.
It was a big thing.
It was good. Even like the scenery, how you choose to like do on the rooftop and stuff like that. How'd you get into choosing that exact aesthetic for the video?
So the videographer, which is very Krim, he shoots a lot of, that's his building. So he shoots a lot of videos there. And I seen one of his videos and I was like, oh, I want to shoot a freestyle. I don't know where, but then I seen it. I was like, I want to shoot it there. And shout out to him because he really gets the job done. He's kind of does like all of my series. So yeah, he's really good.
Okay. So collabing with people in your new city, I love that. So how long have you been living in LA now?
1 year and 5 months.
You're never coming back.
No, I'm leaving. I don't like LA.
Really?
I feel like everything that I've dreamed of or I thought that I dreamed of, I've done. Just in that little bit of time. Like, literally, I feel like when I moved there, I went to the Grammys like 2 months later. Like, it's just been a lot. And it's just like, when you really get there, it's not what it's cracked up to be. And I also don't feel like it's a place for Black women at all. So it's just like, and also with my team, and I'm so grateful for, and you know, just like my work ethic, I don't feel like I have to be in a certain place no more. I moved there to pursue music, but music is working out for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a good situation. And once you have a certain type of motion and you kind of have a formula to what you're doing, you don't have to be in a certain place to do it. And that's the biggest thing. Okay. So I'm at that point, I feel like I went there, I got what I was supposed to get, and now it's time for me to go.
So where are you going next?
I think I'm going to go to New York.
I think
just to live on my Carrie Bradshaw.
Yes.
My Carrie Bradshaw. I want to live out that, yeah. For just a
you
little
always
second.
give good content when you go to New York too. Very much.
Yes, I love New York. So I think I want to try that for a while.
Okay.
I'm still in my 20s. Like, I just want to like move around and just live freely and just do what it is I love to do. Music and fashion.
So what's your 5-year goals for your music career? Like, where you want to be in your music career in 5 years? 5 years seems like a lot of time, but like the way time has been passing, it's really a little bit of time. And I feel like you as a person accomplished so much in little bits of time. So tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
This is going to gag, but honestly, I see myself retired from music in 5 years. Like, I feel like this year, and I'm saying it as a manifestation and not as like a, like in a cocky way. I feel like this year is going to change my life. And I feel like I came such a long way. Like, even sitting right here talking to you, I just feel so empowered and powerful.
Oh, I'm glad.
I feel so confident in everything that I have coming for myself that I'm just like, in 5 years, I'm going to be retired. Like, I want to be like pushing fashion in 5 years. Like, I want to be done, like, change some other lives in 5 years. Like, no, music isn't forever. I don't want to be talking about how niggas ain't shit when I'm in my 30s. No. You know what I'm saying? So it's like retired, accomplished, successful, and working on different business ventures in fashion. So
what would you like to do in fashion? Would you like to do styling, or would you like your own clothing line? I feel like you would be a very good creative director for like photo shoots and sets and stuff. So what exactly would you see yourself doing?
I kind of want to take the high end approach. I want to be like a part of a lot of like fashion houses. Like, I kind of want to like be able to like work with like Chanel and like Louis with like curating fashion shows and like, just being on those teams and those boards, coming out with like my collaboration with like a Dior or my collaboration with like a Fendi or something like that, and just kind of like pushing that narrative. And then, coming out with like, after that, just using all of that, exposure and platforms for like women and like teen and like women adult empowerment.
Okay.
So just like a full circle moment, just relaxing.
Which she has already worked with a designer in a store. She had her own shopping moment at Diesel, so let's shout that out as well.
Yes.
Because you don't see up and coming rappers doing stuff like that. So
yeah, that was a big thing. I was excited about that. I was very excited about that. That was like actually one of the highlights of my year last year.
I love that.
Yeah.
It was a highlight for me, and I was not there. Okay, so give me a secret. This show is, about teas. You got to give me a secret. Even if it's like, next week, I'm wearing this dress nobody has ever seen. I try to give people like an example, but tell me a secret about yourself.
Oh, my God. What's the secret?
You need another thinking moment?
Yes, thinking, because I'm so like straightforward and like candid. Like, I feel like I don't have secrets with myself. The only secret, I don't know. This is so hard. I don't know. I feel like the secret is I'm the formula to this shit, to the industry. I'm the next big thing. Period.
I love that. I think that people are seeing that about you too. I think you're getting like the attention you deserve this year, and I'm happy for you.
I'm so excited. I'm happy for you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
He always wants people to come on here and talk about me, and that's not what we do here. I'm just kidding. You can talk. We can talk about me.
No, like I'm literally so proud of you though.
Thank you.
I love this for us. Like I feel like being like DMV girls is really not like a lot of people that's putting on in an international way.
There's a cap here, and like people don't like to talk about that, but there's a cap here because this is not a feed your peer place. This is more of a she doing that, because I remember when I first started doing Henny Tea and stuff, people was like, bitch, who's gonna pay attention to you talking about other people?
And I don't pay attention to no motherfucking body.
But like, and then it grew into, you know, like the people I was talking about, it gaining their attention and stuff like that. So I think like people like us who have that dream and stick to it are special, because people so quick to quit at something instead of believing in themselves. So thank you. She speak life into me all the time. You're doing great. Proud of you, blah, blah, blah. And that means the most to me, because to me, I be feeling like, yes, my friend is a big star. Like my friend is a superstar. So I love that for us as well.
No, I really, really do. I love Henny Tea for you. I wish you did it more. I feel like I understand like where you are now, but I feel like when it was so authentic.
I have to come back to doing the lives and just letting the lives.
That's what I love the most. Yes, it was so good, and I just like listening. Like certain people, I like listening to them talk.
Somebody told me on TikTok earlier, I don't care if you was talking about saying the Declaration of Independence, I want to hear you say it.
No, like that's a real thing. Like certain people I can't listen. Like, okay, I'm getting off of here. But certain people, their mannerisms, how they talk, it's like it makes you want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people are really like, they're entertaining. I feel like J. Cole is like that too.
Oh, Jay is very entertaining. I have to reach out to her as well. Jay is very entertaining, and that's somebody that put on for this city, went to all the way to Wild 'N Out. So Jay, if you see this, hey girl.
Yes, I wrote her after. I said, girl, where's the concert? She said, baby, I'm a mom. She said, I'm a mother. I said, I don't care.
Both. Those first few years as a mom can sit you down. So I understand, because you got to think I started Henny Tea 3 years into Jay's life. You get what I'm saying? So momming is new. Momming shakes your world. But she's going to get back to it, because she's genuinely funny. I don't feel like a lot of people are genuinely funny. I feel like a lot of people are doing cringy things for laughs, and it doesn't you don't want to hear what I got to say about that. But yeah, people be doing cringy shit for laughs, and it ain't exactly funny. It's just like, look at this motherfucker making a fool of themselves. And you know, I'm not willing to make a fool of myself for views or anything like that. So I'm just hoping that the personality travels.
Get somebody else to do it.
No, really.
I mean, but the girls that get it, get it. That's how I feel. Like like my tribe, the people that can relate, or the people that like me, they get it. The girls that don't, you just don't.
Right. Period. And like, what do you feel about support? I know my girl has a show at Union Stage tonight, so we're going to wrap this up. But what do you feel about support? Do you feel about the same people that you have supported through life support you in your journey on being Miss Kaniyah?
I don't, but I also feel like so it may or may not be an Instagram thing, though. I feel like Instagram, not even Instagram, but us as peers, we kind of made Instagram the way of supporting, that it kind of may clash with other things. Like I feel like most of my friends have stuff going on, or most of like my peers have stuff going on, and a lot of people, like I know even me, like sometimes like if I'm in like single mode or I'm in freestyle mode, I can't take like it's not that I can't, but I don't want to take a break and kind of like post something in the middle that don't have nothing to do with what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it has to be very straight and narrow when you're pushing something.
I'm like that too. Like I can't like my birthday, I was like, I'm going to post everybody's post and then not post anything else, right?
Yeah.
Or like if I have something like this going on, I want to only post about this, even if you just dropped a freestyle in the morning. I'm like, I'm gonna get back to that.
Yeah.
So but it's turned everybody into a content creator as well, which Ooh, don't shoot me. But everybody's not a content creator.
Facts.
Everybody is not a content creator. But since that is the way of Instagram, it has turned everybody into making some type of content, if you feel what I'm saying, because that is how the algorithm is.
And that gets in the way of support, because I get it. Like, you have to have people engaged into what you're doing before you have something. Like, that's how people think anyway, especially here. I feel like I don't get a lot of, it's so crazy because people wouldn't believe it, but I feel like I don't get a lot of support here.
Same.
Okay.
No, same.
Okay. But the good thing about us, and like, we love y'all, let's be clear. The good thing about us is that I feel like we don't get a lot of support here, but our support is international.
No, it ranges
and that's
far.
a big thing. They don't get that, and that's why I'd be like, I did the female cipher. I wanted to kind of like put everybody together and just do a big thing.
Which was so nice, by the way. I didn't mention that, but the female cipher was very nice.
And it just be like, a lot of people just kind of like have their ways and like just be weird out here. And it's like, I went out my way to kind of like do this for like us, and like it did really, really well for like just for DC. It had like literally over like 200K like views, you know what I'm saying? For something that I just thought about and put together to like really, and it was like genuine, but it's like a lot of the people here, most of the people, let's be clear, they're just not on like that unity wave, and they only support what they want to support, or I guess what they kind of relate to, when it's like, if we one win, we all win, especially for me. The thing is, like, I'm so like mature that it's like I don't feel no type of way, in a sense where when I do get to where I'm going, I'm still going to make sure that I change shit in this city. A lot of the artists that's mainstream, that's like from here, they haven't done anything, but I can understand why. I can literally understand why. But it just be like, at the same time, and this is where we, like, a lot of like artists, especially female artists, we differ. It's like, yeah, you may get a lot of support here, and I probably don't, but I get a lot of support internationally, and that's totally different, And it is, because I feel like a lot of people always kind of get to like a competitive thing. We're not in no...
Or they remember you from like old things, and they don't want to see you grow.
Yes.
And that's really what it is. People keeping you
in a
capsule.
Yeah. What works for their ego.
Like, look, you said I was crazy, right? Look, that's what you say. It's what you said. Quoter. Put it up. But
you still a little crazy for though.
I am.
In a good way, though. I love it.
I'm eccentric. I'm unhinged. And I like that about myself, because I'm okay with being myself. A lot of people are not okay with being themselves. A lot of people are okay with being a TikTok trend. Or like, I find that about like fake bougie people these days. I'm sorry, I'm not going to rant about it, but everybody has the same things in their house. You don't really like that. You just saw it on TikTok and it says soft life, so you fuck with it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Bitch, my house, everywhere. Kid, this, that. It is what it is. I'm not trying to be something else, trying to be myself.
How's this? Hold on. I had to cut you off. Bar house, as long as I've known this girl, has always been a house that I feel like I need. But I can't get into it. When it comes to my house, I
Your
cannot
house is always
do it.
really nice.
It's like aesthetic-y. It's so like...
But she's on the outside looking in, she's like that. Like, it doesn't seem, it fits her. It doesn't seem ingenuine. But bitch, I grew up with you. We went to Catarina Middle School together. You ain't never had nothing. Stop it. You get what I'm saying?
Girl, I be like, listen, I got a bed in here, a couch, a motherfucking TV. Girl, bye. Like,
you do that. You're a minimal furniture ass bitch.
I'm minimal. But then I see certain things. I'm like, this is cute, but girl, this ain't me.
Yeah, no, and me neither. When I say my room is done, we got a couch. We be cute. But just the necessity.
We got no plants.
But what I will say is, people don't want you to grow past what they see you as, and that's a lot of the problem in this area, because people have moments. We all have downfalls. We have moments. I've had moments. I said I was gonna get Shatay up here to put me in the hot seat.
I think that'd be nasty.
Yes,
I want to see it. I would like to see it.
I'd get my girl up here to put me in a hot seat, but people don't ever want to see you past what was a downtime in your life, or like what they thought of you before. That's why a lot of time when I see support from certain people these days, I be like, you don't like me. but it's cool to like me now.
Yeah.
So like that's what the problem is in this area.
Yeah. And I feel like, honestly, another thing is when you get a little bit too, like when you kind of like over cuting it, to them, like you're a little bit too popular, you're a little bit too like, wait, this shit really working for her? They kind of get weird, they get competitive. And that's the thing where I want to go back to where, like I said, like we don't get a lot of support here, but we get a lot of support internationally. You understand? So it's like, if I wanted to be like you, like when I mean you, I mean like the girls that kind of want to be weird, they want to be competitive, and they want to be crabs in a barrel and all of that type of stuff. It's like, it's no competition with me and you. You have support here. I have support everywhere. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm the one that want us to be cool. I'm the one that want us to be equal and peers and support each other. I don't need this.
You don't have to do that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need this area. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, because I love where I'm from, but I feel like, you know how it is. It's weird. They don't really like support us that much. It's
This area is very catty though, but
they're
people
not nice.
at all.
Like, and we want to be rude.
Somebody is going to be watching this on YouTube saying back to us, y'all not nice.
And I'm just like, I want to be nice. I want to put together some things. I want to like give back and do all of these things. I'm still going to do that, even though y'all weird, because I know how to do this shit. I know how to work it. You know what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture at the end of the day. But like, when it comes to like that crab in a barrel mentality, that competitive mentality, all of that shit, it just doesn't make sense to me, because you can have something I lack. I'm sure I have something you lack.
We can merge, you know.
Like, let's do it. Confidence is key. I'm very confident, as y'all can see. Let's get it together. Like, what's wrong? It's weird.
It's not like it's not us.
Yeah.
It's them. But okay, I'm gonna
It's not
end
me,
you
it's
out.
you.
Right, like shit. I'm gonna end you out with one final question. Then I'm gonna let you go, because I know y'all got somewhere to go. So, why did you want to come sit down with me? If all people, you've done interviews, like big interviews. I won't say that this. I need to stop saying stuff like that, because this is big. But you've done big interviews with like huge platforms and stuff like that. Why did you want to come sit down with me?
First, I believe in you. I believe in everything that you're doing. I believe in your journey, your vision, where you're going. And I feel like I believed it from the beginning. I believed it from the Instagram lives. Like, I believed it. You know what I'm saying? I also feel like you are very entertaining.
Thank
you. You know what I'm saying? And I think people get it misconstrued. I think you're funny too. Like, you're very funny. But like, I feel like you're funny in our type of way.
Yeah.
It's like a little kiki type of way.
Yeah.
You know, everybody don't understand. It depends on the type of life you lived. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you're so entertaining that like the entertainment that's like monumental, that is going to take you places as it already have. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a part of that journey. You know what I'm saying? I want us to be a part of each other's journey. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, again, it's genuine. I believed in you from the start. And so I don't mind like coming here and sitting here being candid with you and having this conversation, because girls that get it, they're going to watch this and relate to us if they get it. You know what I'm saying? We're like the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a certain community. You know what I'm saying? So I want to support you because you support me, and I fuck with you, period.
100%, always.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, heard it here first. I'm the bitch to fuck with. Just kidding. But thank you, Kaniyah. I love you always. I wish you great luck at your show. And for 2023 to be your year, like you fucking said, we've both had big things already happen in 2023. That's a tale to how our year is going to go. Period. Check out her freestyle.
View hips.
It's me. But no, check out her freestyle. She has another one also after that. I don't think
Prince Kiss.
I didn't get a chance to watch it because I just been on a go. But yes, I'll be posting it, and watch out for everything my girl does. Hopefully we get videos from the performance tonight and stuff.
Period.
Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, y'all. Don't forget, if you celibate and you heard all this stuff,
Oh
call
my
me.
God.
Sorry. Sorry, nah. But make sure you guys follow me at Miss Kaniyah. Miss Kaniyah everywhere. I'm a little drunk. It's so cute. Okay, MISSKANIYAH. That's everything. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everything. Get at your girl. Period.
Consistency.
Yeah, exactly. The girls don't know nothing about it. They can't even spell consistency.